Chat not working. What's fucking going on? 55 people in here. Someone say something. What's this shit? Okay, so I'm just not seeing the chat for some reason. There we go. All right, now I'm seeing it. Good. How many prostitutes have I eaten today? Only 7. I'm trying to watch my figure. Why do you YouTube, TJ? Because I'm an opinionated, bloviating piece of shit. So, isn't that why anyone does this? I feel like it probably is. I guess not everyone's opinionated. Some people just want attention. Jesus fucking Christ. What are you doing? Get inside. Sal, get inside. Hey, inside. Come on. Come on, you piece of shit. Come on. This house. I'm tired of this. Come on. Come on. Salvador, come here. You stupid bastard. Why are you such a moron, huh? Get inside. Being stupid. Oh, sorry about that. Do you have a favorite DFF? Yeah, the Prohibition episode has been my favorite so far. TJ, it's me, your cleanup crew. I'm willing to keep dumping the bodies for you, but you gotta... What do I gotta do? You gotta stop murdering so many of these kids. No, I refuse. First, super chat. Cool. First super chat. I'll murder whoever I wish. Where's my color? I'm not a person of color. I'm white, so... Futurama versus Simpsons versus Disenchantment. Well, Disenchantment's only been 1 season, which I thought was okay season. I didn't think it was amazing, but it was watchable. I got through it, and I enjoyed most of it. So I guess, maybe we need a few more seasons to tell what kind of sustainability that show has. Futurama was pretty good throughout its run. Maybe a miss here or there, but for the most part, Simpsons, of course, at this point is a bloated, hideous nightmare. But it did have a real... I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, because I feel like The Simpsons at its best was better than Futurama, but, The Simpsons has declined so dramatically, whereas Futurama, began strong in the middle, strong by the end. I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to judge. Hard thing to gauge. Drift into my cosmos eternal, TJ, for I am here now. Thanks, Mendacious C. Got nothing important to say. Take my money, scammer. Cool. Are you saving weed equals DFF 420? PS, shut up. No, I'm not saving anything. I'm not a saver. I watched Death to Smoochie after the DFF episode. Was not disappointed, CJ. Good. More people need to give that movie its fair shake. Because it was very unfairly panned. You look like Val Kilmer now? That's bad. Do a slam poetry. I don't want to. Why am I not watching the Grammys? Why would I be? What did you think of the Book of Mormon? Yeah, the Book of Mormon was pretty good. It's my first time actually going to my first experience with the theater crowd. So I had fun. Who knew Ebert was such a hack? I guess Paul did. What's a movie you wish you could see like it was the first time again? Probably the original Star Wars trilogy. I'd love to just see that with fresh eyes, with no memory in my head of any of the Star Wars films, including the prequels and the new ones. Just watch the original trilogy raw for the first time, having never seen it before, knowing nothing about it. That'd be pretty awesome. Interview with Bull was interesting. He seems open-minded. I thought DFF and Bull were going to kill each other. I don't know why you thought that. It pretty much went as I anticipated it would. I don't know why all these people were bringing these strange expectations of confrontation. Will you go to Uwe Bill's restaurant? I don't know who the fuck Uwe Bill is. Or Uva Bill. Take my money, you obese Norse god. Neat. Is Uva Bowl gay? I have no clue. Have you seen the movie Mr. Nobody? No, I haven't. I expected him to be more defensive of his movies. Well, we really didn't attack his movies. Sonic games aren't good. Well, the first few were, but that was a million years ago, so. Who would you cast for a lesbian Brokeback Mountain? Probably, man, I'm so embarrassed to even say this, but Scarlett Johansson and Kim Kardashian. I want there to be an extended scene of Scarlett Johansson eating out Kim Kardashian's big butt. I want it to be the greatest cinematic masterpiece of all time. That's what I want. I saw Bill Maher live last week, was in the front row. Swear to God, he has one of the largest penises I've ever seen. I saw the outline through his jeans. Oh my God. Sounds like he needs to get looser pants. It seemed like it'd be distracting during a comedy show. Bill Maher hates Stan Lee. Yeah, okay. Good stuff, my man. Good stuff. Keep it coming. Hardcore Henry, yeah, I saw it. The premise was cool at first, but honestly, by the end, I was kind of like done with it. What is the best John Carpenter movie with Kurt Russell? Probably The Thing, right? They made some good movies together, but I don't think they ever topped that. Do you think Mercedes Carrera is guilty? I don't have an opinion. I think that it's likely that she is, but I mean, I'm not on the jury. I've seen no evidence. I don't know. I think she's almost certainly guilty of meth possession. I doubt that the police would go through the trouble of planting meth in her location. Roger Ebert was a shill, 100%. There is no way, well, whatever. I don't know if he was a shill. He might just have really weird taste. Will you confirm my existence? No, I don't know. You could be anything. I don't know what's on the other end of the screen. TJ, why does Roger Ebert suck? Didn't we just do a giant thing on that? Where's the beef? I don't know. It's not in my pants. I know that much. Apparently it's in Bill Maher's pants. Go to a Bill Maher show. What do you think of monarcho-transhumanism? I don't know what that is, but based on what I think it is from what you just said, I'm going to assume it's not good. I support transhumanism. I don't support the monarcho part. Like, that part doesn't make sense to me. I thought that transhumanism was about evolving to the next level, not regressing back to a bunch of fucking monarchist idiots. What's your favorite mental disorder? Schizophrenia. The tism. The tism. Oh dear, the tism. TJ, as the Joker would say, it's simple. We eat the Batman. Yeah, yummy Batman. So tasty. You need to start covering Ben Shapiro again. No, I don't. I actually don't. Have you heard of the genetic disease that causes your muscles to slowly turn to bone? No. Do you enjoy Slipknot? You know, moderately. Moderate Slipknot enjoyment. Haven't listened to any of their more recent stuff, but, you know, there was a time. There was a time. Do you think divorce courts are unfair? Yeah, they seem to be. Did you like the Super Bowl ads? No. No, I did not. Judge Judy will peg you. Well, that sounds like the opposite of anything good. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe she's a master. How fat is too fat? I don't know. Probably around the time when you start to look like a circle. When someone draws you and they start by just drawing a big circle, you're probably too fat at that point. We ever go back on Joe Rogan? I don't know. I haven't been offered back, but if I was, I'm not sure if I'd do it or not. I kind of feel like I'm satisfied with what I did on there. I don't know if it needs to be a trilogy, but I guess I'd consider it. What's your opinion on how to start the revolution? I don't know. Sit back and wait. Eventually it'll happen. There's always a revolution eventually. Do you like any lesser-known stand-up comedians? No, I'm not enough into stand-up comedy to know about the people who are rising stars or underground comics or whatever. Probably the most underground person I can think of that I like is Doug Stanhope, and he's not really that underground. What's your favorite blaxploitation film? Blackula. TJ, what did you have in mind as far as content and style when you started The Amazing Atheist? I had no conception of that kind of stuff when I started. What political topic do I think is the most important to talk about? The one that no one talks about, climate change. I don't even talk about it very often anyway, because it's like a view killer. Hey guys, we're going to talk about climate change today. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm just going to tune right the fuck out of that. It's like, okay. I think you guys would be more concerned about the entire planet being in peril and shit, but I guess not. It's too slow of a peril. If there was a meteor hurtling towards us, then you guys would be like, oh shit. But, when it's a slow, gradual, horrible, withering death, you're just like, who cares? Let future generations worry about that. I'll be old by that time. Who gives a fuck? Very, very wise populace. But okay. Oh, right, the Chinese, right. I forgot the whole thing was just the Chinese. Their evil plot to hurt our precious fucking economy. Ron Paul was old, but the timing of his death feels wired. What? Is Ron Paul dead? Last I checked, he wasn't dead. What do you disagree with Kyle Kalinske on? Let's see. Confederate monuments, Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of right now. You don't like Tulsi? It's not that. I'm on the fence. He seems like he's firmly in the Tulsi is my second choice category, and I'm like, I don't trust her. I don't know. I mean, you shouldn't really trust any politician, but I feel like I have more distrust of her than is natural at this juncture. But I'm not sure why exactly. I'm going to delve into it eventually and try to figure out what it is that's rubbing me wrong about Tulsi. Maybe I'm just sexist. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe. Fuck, I don't know. Touching my foreskin right now. Okay. Awesome. Good job. How much money do we need to give you to yell the N-word in a black neighborhood? I don't know, $78.41. Hey, baby. I'm streaming. Who is hotter, Tulsi or AOC? They kind of look pretty similar. I don't know. I think Tulsi Gabbard. Is Rocky a top 5 movie of all time? Well, not for me, it isn't. It's up there. I mean, I like Rocky. It's a tearjerker. I'll cry at the end of Rocky every fucking time. So I can't say it's not a good movie. It emotionally affects me, but There once was a TJ named Kirk whose minuscule price he would jerk. I think that's supposed to be prick. He rubbed it all day, and come as it may, the little thing just wouldn't work. Man, if you hadn't fucked up the prick, and if you hadn't said price instead of prick, that would have been good. It's pretty solid. Honest question: did you like the Blair Witch Project? No, I never got the hype around that film. I never really, I don't know, I can't think of a single example in the found footage genre that was good to me. I didn't like Blair Witch. I didn't like Paranormal Activity. I don't know. I guess I just don't get it. Cloverfield was fun. No, I didn't really care for that either. The Patriot starring Mel Gibson is found footage. It is not found footage. Teardrop. The Passion of the Christ was filmed live. Yeah, that's the actual crucifixion of the actual Jesus. It's pretty awesome. Why did you drop the from your name when you came back to TAA? It wouldn't let me use the. So I don't know what the deal with that was. YouTube decided I could be Amazing Atheist, but I could no longer be the Amazing Atheist. So, like, all right, I guess I've been downgraded. Whatever. People kind of naturally insert the anyway. Saying the twice in a row is an awkward proposition. The. What's that? Yeah, it was a band. There was a band called the. Signed to Nothing Records long ago. The. I think it's interesting how, depending on the usage in a sentence, the can be pronounced the or the. The. Why don't you convert to Islam? Oh, man, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a pretty rational thing to do, so I guess I have no excuse not to. Do you like Family Guy? Yeah, I was actually just mentioning the other day, I was watching Family Guy, and I said to Chelsea, I was like, you know, Family Guy is pretty much the stupidest thing that I actually like. And she's like, what are you talking about? You like way stupider shit than this. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, what about all those stupid fail compilations you watch? I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's stupider. And what about, like, what was the other stuff you listed? Oh, yeah, movies like Death Stalker and The Sorceress, you know, terrible, awful 80s and 70s schlock and exploitation films. Those are usually worse. So, yeah, I guess she got me there. Oh, yeah, Pawn Stars. I don't really watch that too much, but I have occasionally watched some Pawn Stars, so I can't lie. So, yeah, I want Family Guy to be the dumbest thing that I watch, but it's not even close, I guess. It is dumb, though, but I do watch it. Yep. King of the Hill. Yeah, I mean, I've watched a little bit. I've never been a fan, but I've never been a hater. TJ, do you know who Suicide Boys are? They're from New Orleans, too. No, I've never heard of them. Space Mutiny was movie perfection. Yeah, that's another example of a terrible movie that I've watched. Most disturbing Forensic Files episode you've seen. There was this one episode of Forensic Files where it's hard to even recount because the plot was so strange. This woman had claimed to be raped by someone at she was like in the military. I think she was in the Air Force, and she made this video talking about all this sexual assault she'd experienced in the Air Force. And then she was found dead, having been raped by a guy from the air that served in the Air Force with her. But then the guy had attacked her boyfriend who walked in on it, and or her husband who walked in on it, and he shot the guy. So she was dead, and the guy that raped her was dead. And they had this tape about all this rape shit that had happened in the military. And, but then it turned out, at least according to the investigation, that her husband had made her record those false allegations against the military so that he could set it up where she was going to get, quote unquote, raped by this guy. But it was actually consensual sex where he came in and consensually had sex with her, and then he got shot by the husband, and then she was killed, which she didn't know was part of the plan, but it actually was. And the whole thing, it was just such a mess that you're like, is that really the truth? I mean, there was some pretty decent evidence in terms of like body positions and stuff like that, but it still just kind of left you wondering. And I think the fact that the resolution was so unsatisfying and inconclusive and strange made it a disturbing episode. What is this, a movie? No, this is an episode of Forensic Files based on an actual case. So that was a disturbing episode, I guess, for that reason. Do you like the movie American Psycho? Yes. One of the few comedies I do enjoy. Because I'm not a big fan of the comedy genre. I don't find most comedies funny, but American Psycho actually is funny. John Waters, grade A schlock. Watch Female Trouble. Yeah. I haven't really seen much of Waters' catalog, but I enjoy listening to him speak. So maybe I will check out some of his movies. Do you like Airplane? Moderately. What's your opinion on Judas Priest and Merciful Fate? I have no opinion on Merciful Fate. Judas Priest is very hit or miss for me. I also constantly confuse Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, so it's like scrambled up in my head for some reason. But I love Breaking the Law, and I believe that's Judas Priest, so that is a good one. What movie actually scared you? Idiocracy. One-third through Stephen King's It. When do I get to that scene? Towards the end.
Last third for sure.
Yeah, it's in the last third of the book. It's very brief, but definitely a very strange, like, did that just happen?
Remember when I had that moment?
Yeah. I like to not warn people when they're reading it.
I had no idea that was coming.
Yeah. You missed the super chat. Oh, sorry. Where is it? What is Chelsea's favorite baked potato topping? What's your favorite baked potato topping, baby?
What is this?
Huh?
They're asking you.
Oh, they want me to... You say they're asking me what your favorite baked potato... I don't know. Cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty easy.
Do you watch WWE? I did for a little bit, but I don't know. I lost interest. I just got tired of the constant mismanagement of the talents and stuff. Terrible plot lines, the refusal to listen to the audience. Just thought it was really bad in that regard. Sour cream and chives. Yum.
I mean, all of those things are good.
TJ, you're missing the Grammys. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Not the Grammys. Damn. They are listening to the fans now. All right, well, let's see if they sustain that. Maybe in a few years, I'll give it another chance. Yeah. What the fuck do the fans want? How about make the talent that people cheer for organically popular within the storyline, and make the talent that people boo organically villains in the storyline that are meant to be hated? Like, quit trying to manufacture love for people the fans clearly reject, and quit trying to manufacture hate for people the fans clearly like. Quit putting fucking part-timers like Brock Lesnar on a fucking pedestal that he doesn't fucking deserve, and giving him a championship when he never shows up to defend the fucking belt. Quit pushing Roman Reigns in our face. And I know he got cancer and now he's gone, I guess, but I mean, all I can say is thank God for cancer on that one. Fuck that guy. Oh yeah, another super chat. On behalf of everyone, here's an apology for being forced to waste your time with that last super chat. You're welcome. Oh, edgy. What's edgy? What did I do? Thoughts on Imagine Dragons. I'd rather imagine a better band. Brock Lesnar is the laziest wrestler ever. I mean, I can't talk shit about anyone's laziness, but I mean, look, if you're going to have him be this indestructible force that shows up every now and again, that's fine. But don't put a fucking belt on him if he's not going to show up and do the work. That's all I'm saying. Favorite horror movie protagonist. Do horror movies really ever have interesting protagonists? I can't think of one. Antagonists are great, but the protagonist, eh. Evil Dead. Yeah, I guess Evil Dead. Although I don't really like the first Evil Dead, and Evil Dead 2 I consider more of a comedy as well as Army of Darkness. I guess a horror comedy though, so whatever. Yeah, Ash is pretty cool. I'll give it that. Freddy Krueger, he's not a protagonist, he's an antagonist. Ripley from Alien was interesting. Was she, though? I mean, she was interesting in Aliens when it was an action movie. But in Alien, I mean, she kind of flies under the radar. I feel like that's kind of the point. You don't know she's the protagonist until, like, pretty much the end of the film. Like, it's never gift-wrapped to you like, she's the hero. You know, in fact, you're kind of led to believe that someone else is going to be the big hero. Now, obviously, now it's part of pop culture. Everyone knows that Ripley's the fucking hero. But, you know, you watch that film Raw with no knowledge of that going in. She's not portrayed that way. Hey, TJ, Paul gave me advice that killed my butterflies. Have any stories where Paul gave you bad advice? I just don't want to be the only one, you know? I don't know. What fucking advice was Paul giving you on butterflies?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, what the fuck? Paul is not a butterfly expert. Why would you seek butterfly-related advice from Paul? Why would he give you butterfly-related advice? Why do you own butterflies if you don't know how to take care of them properly in the first place? This whole thing just stinks to high heaven. Sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Do you think AOC has a good chance at the presidency in the future? I don't know what's with all these people putting the cart before the horse on that shit. Like,
Let her be a fucking
yeah, let her be a
representative.
congressperson. Let her see what she can fucking do as a fucking representative first. You know, like, give her some fucking time. Let's see what the fuck she does before we just immediately start trying to make her the king.
People are just desperate.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's just so clear that people are so fucking desperate for leadership when it's like the first time anyone remotely interesting comes along, they're just like, how about them? That's how you got Trump. That's how you got Obama before he was really experienced enough to be president. Fuck that shit. Don't hype yourself up so much on one of these people. You know? She's got a long fucking way to go before she's president material in my mind. We'll see. You six Nick Cobbins. Freddy is a protagonist, let's be honest. No. No, he's not. He's never presented that way in any of the films. He might be an antagonist that you like, but he's not the protagonist. It's none of the films ever take the tact of, you know, we're going to look at this film through Freddy's eyes with his goal of killing kids as the fucking central focus of the movie in terms of, you know, we're going to identify with his struggle to murder these teenagers. You know, you might identify with it. You might watch the film that way, but clearly it's not presented that way in any way, shape, or form. So, no, I have to disagree. He's the antagonist. TJ, I think you're taking thus too seriously. Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I apologize. Hey, TJ, did you see my video on you hours for hours? No. Can you be a populist misanthrope? Yeah, I think you can. It's a little bit strange, but I don't think it's impossible. People have juggled bigger contradictions than that. How do I know this isn't pre-recorded, TJ? I guess there's no way to know. Maybe I'm just really good at predicting what the chat is going to say. TJ, does cannibalism get a bad rap? Yeah, I gave it a bad rap. Have you ever done cocaine? No. I've never had the opportunity, being the sheltered person that I am. TJ, did you hear Philip DeFranco call you out? Oh, wow. Yeah, really? Neat. TJ, have you ever done shrooms? Yes. No, I will never reproduce. There will never be, if my genetic legacy continues on, it's going to have to be through Scotty or something, because I ain't doing it. TJ, if you wanted to do cocaine, you could get Exxon something. I don't know, something about Exxon. The genie in the new Aladdin trailer looks horrid. Oh God, is that out? I don't want that. When are you going to quit smoking? September 13th, 2068. I love that cocaine. I love that cocaine. Well, it's the big show. Ain't 2068 yet, though. When you smoke, I smoke. I don't blame you. I have the same instinct whenever I see anyone on a screen smoking a cigarette. I'm like, God damn, that sounds pretty good to me. Thoughts on Iron Giant? It's pretty good. I don't really get the cult following. Your theory about Ebert being addicted to love is accurate. Also, Milk Duds. Cool. I like Milk Duds. Yeah. Did you watch Rogan's interview with Tim Pool? I saw part of it. I like Tim Pool. I don't think that he's accurate when he portrays himself as a centrist. I think he's right wing. I think he needs to get out of that. He thinks he's centrist. He's not. He's not centrist. He's on the right. He might be centrist right, but he's on the right. But that's about the strongest criticism I have at this point. Yeah, Monkey Jones should be on Joe Rogan. Because, I think Joe Rogan should do a series on people who have been censored in some way. Do you support Andrew Yang for the... I've never heard of Andrew Yang, so I don't know. I don't know who that is. Jesus Christ, the new genie is awful. Well, as soon as I'm done with this smoke, I'm going to go take a look at this new genie. Because you guys are building it up. I want to see just how bad this fucker is. Give me a motivating speech to make me do my homework. I don't want you to do your homework. So I'm the wrong person. Find someone else. What was the lowest point in your life? This moment, being asked that question just now. It's like, oh my God, that question? Wow. TJ, did you flag Uwe Boll's dirty video? No. Thoughts on Del Toro's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie? It looks pretty cool. I hope it's as good as it looks. Del Toro's pretty awesome, so... The most boring Joe Rogan podcast is the one with TJ on it. Damn. Brutal. What do you say to people who claim being childless is selfish? I think having kids is selfish. You live on a planet of, 7 billion people at this point? Finite resources. So many of our problems are tied to there simply being too many human beings on the face of the earth, and you're going to contribute to that just so you can have a little clone of you running around, a clone that you can't even properly take care of because you're a fucking idiot. No, fuck that. That's garbage. The only people who should be having kids are like the top echelon of society, and I'm not that. you know, athletes on your top caliber athletes, top caliber musicians, top caliber, you know, intellectuals. The average American doesn't need to have kids at this point. The average person around the globe doesn't need to have kids at this point. How do you stop them from having kids? I don't know. I was thinking about some kind of cash incentive to get sterilized. You know, if you go in and get a fucking vasectomy, you get $10,000 in cash. Something like that. How is overpopulation a problem? We produce more than we could ever use. Most of what we produce is thrown away. Yeah, that sounds like a sustainable system. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Thoughts on Joe Rogan versus Alex Jones beef? We did a whole video on it on DFF. Go watch that. I'm being forced to take ethnic studies. How do I survive? I don't know. Just do what you got to do, I guess. Favorite song off of Hollywood? Target audience, Narcissus Narcosis. Thoughts on incels? Did a whole episode on those. If we're so overpopulated, then why do we take in so many immigrants? Well, I'm talking about the entire planet. I'm not talking about any specific country being overpopulated. I'm talking about the entire globe. So it doesn't really matter where they're congregated as much as it matters that we reduce the overall numbers of human beings on this globe. But almost virtually no one is pro-illegal immigration anyway, so it's kind of a fucking red herring. Should everyone be forced to take shrooms? No. People shouldn't be forced to do shit like that. Damn, your weekly stream started. Yep. It's about to end pretty soon, too. But I'm going to go check out this Aladdin thing first. Lunch the nukes. Nuke lunch. Should we force people to vax their kids? Yes. That I do support. What is Dictator TJ's first proclamation? I don't really care at that point. If I'm dictator, then the world can go fuck itself. I'm going to be all about like some kind of fucking Caligula shit at that point. Don't give me that much power. What is the best drug in your opinion? I mean, obviously marijuana is the best drug ever. Meet up at Bajas. Yeah, meet up at Bajas sounds dope. Pro-lifers argument. Is Scotty a Starbucks user? Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I personally hate Starbucks. I think it's lame. Your chat censors curse words. Yeah, only I'm allowed to say fucking here. Let's go check out this goddamn Aladdin shit you motherfuckers keep rambling about. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if I'm as distressed about this as everybody else. Oh, I'm not looking forward. Let's see what we got. Genie looks like 1999 CGI. Great.
Oh, great. I'm so stoked.
Oh, God. No. All right.
Post Malone teamed up with Red Hot Chili Peppers at the Grammys.
Wow, that's cool. Oh, my God. You got to be fucking shitting me, dude.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, okay then. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Thought what?
The camera was the other way.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh-huh.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land.
No. No, 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 no. Where's the real special effect, Disney? No. Oh, God. Okay, then. All right. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone, Disney. What? What?
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land. None of that ringing a bell.
Go back. Go back. Go back. No, no, no. Go back. Want to see again.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land. None of that ringing a bell.
God damn it. Fuck, I'm trying to pause this shit. Stupid fucking control sucks.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land.
Okay. Hold up. I mean, wait a minute. I mean, like, are you fucking serious with this? Like, what? What? Sorry, what? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, no. No thanks. Nice. Go back to the drawing board, maybe. Wow. And like this still can't even capture it because it looks so much even more awkward than this when it's moving around.
It's so weird how weird his face looks.
Yeah, that does not.
It's just like they cut and pasted it.
Yeah, it's like you can almost see like the line of it.
Right there.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird, dude.
You can see it on there for sure.
I know. The motion capture is fucking terrible. Oh my God. I wouldn't even. The Smurfs had better fucking blue people than this. Jesus. Ew. Like, what? Like, fuck that, dude.
What kind of audience are they going for?
I don't know. Fucking mentally feeble.
Partially blind.
I, for one, am offended by this fucking gross display of blue face also.
Wow, it's awful.
Okay, well.